Hello and welcome to another video. So I've seen a load of people play MX vs ATV Reflex recently, and it's a little bit of my childhood. I grew up playing Unleashed, Untamed, and Reflex, and then kind of the MX vs ATV series died a little bit for me, and we switched to Milestone, and then finally ended up in the famous MX bikes. But I've seen a few creators play this recently, and it really got me thinking: is MX vs ATV Reflex still as good as everyone says? Because I've become a little bit of a snob recently when it comes to MX bikes games.
I am sick of all you guys ganging up on me. You guys all think you're so much better than me.
Oh, Meg, that is the least fancy thing I have ever heard.
And I want to see if this still holds up. And if you go into like any forum or anything, everyone says, please, 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 can you just do graphics and physics from Reflex again? And you see it over and over again. People are like, Reflex, Reflex, Reflex. So I bought this for 99p on CD keys. What a win. So if you are on PC, go and buy that on CD keys. And you can actually enter a cheat code down here. The good old days of games, you could enter a cheat code just to unlock everything. You can quickly Google that, and away you go. So Reflex in itself is a super basic game. You've got your arcade, motor career, multiplayer. The career is nothing special. It's just some freestyle, supercross, and other stuff like that. And you can play various stuff in here. So you've got free ride, national, supercross, omnicross, freestyle, champion sport truck, and waypoint. Now, I don't know about you guys. Maybe you like the UTV, sport truck, and sport buggies, but I could not care less about anything other than two wheels. So if it wasn't supercross or motocross, I just didn't give a shit, to be honest. I get the whole franchise is MX vs ATV, but for me it was all about the racing on two wheels. So let's go ahead and do that. So I've unlocked a little bit already, had a little bit of a play, and I tried the Honda and the Kawasaki. But since this channel is OBPK Kawasaki, I thought we'd do that. So I vividly remember the demo being on Sugar Ridge MX. Me and my uncle and my friend Ben sat down and played it, and we were like absolutely blown away. You could only do like 3 laps, and we were like, whoa, look at these whips and the way ruts would carve out. And we played the demo to our Xbox, and it blew up. So you know, this game got a lot of hours into it. So what are we gonna play? Let's do Lost Meadow. Let's do 7 laps on all time. The graphics are still pretty decent. Like the FMF Kawasaki actually looks good. The sound is great, and I vividly remember my my Xbox load times weren't great, so I would do this little 360 that I didn't land here. Let's try that again. Haven't played this in a long time. The sounds are pretty cool as well, and that's what people loved. It was the first one with dual stick. It was the first one that didn't include the preload. Nope, I can't hit it. Oh, kind of hit it. It had the rider reflex just as you saw there. And then I would come over here and do this little double. Come around here. Boom, 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 boom. Do this double, and then I would aim for this huge little boy here. No, sorry. I would go over here. This is how slow the load times were. Triple in. Do this double. And then I would go for this little bad boy over here. And then just as you hit this, if you did it right, the load times would hit as you landed. So yeah, that's how sad I was. But the playground in this thing is actually awesome. So they had one in MX vs ATV Untamed as well, and this was actually genuinely a good bit of fun to play around in. Whoops, bum, 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 bum. Let's try a little race. I'm going to leave the music on, and I'll probably get copyrighted for it. But the music was so cool that I want to include it for one race. We're going to include the music on it. I'll probably get a naughty no-no for this, because YouTube is like, nah mate, but we'll give it a go. I literally played countless hours into this game. I haven't played for a while, let's see how it goes. Oh my god, that kicked up quickly. I think the thing people love about this game so much is the dual stick controls were super free. So like, I just have to flick them like that, and I get to the side. Oh my god. Get out of the way, Michael Essie. There's some old school riders in here, which is amazing. I first got into motocross and supercross in like 2005, 2006. And when I really first started watching it then in like 2009, 2010, I didn't think this game came out far either side of that year. So when I see those riders in that old school kit, that brings me back to like the very nostalgic first times of when I first started racing, watching Villapoto, watching Michael Lessie, James Stewart, Ricky Carmichael. Like, Villapoto is my all-time favourite rider, so to see him on here is pretty cool. I'm hoping the music and the audio is actually on the lowest, it's on 10% at the moment. So I hope this doesn't ruin my video, but we're going to give it a go. I don't believe this track gets very rough, but the thing about this game is I thought I wouldn't enjoy it anymore because I got a little bit older and I'm like, nah, it's no good anymore. But instantly I remember why I love this game and why I'm actually having fun on it. It's just the physics are so free, the speed makes you feel like a badass. Like, yeah, it's not a simulator, it's not anything difficult, but it just genuinely is fun. And I think it's nice to get away from MX bikes sometimes, and because that is quite stressful, it's quite a difficult game, and just to come and do something like this is fun. I do love the soundtrack to this game, but I did prefer, my favourite MX vs ATV game of all time is MX vs ATV Untamed, and unfortunately I can't find it anywhere on PC, so I may have to do like an emulator jobby, because I'd love to cover that one as well. But these three games, Unleashed, Untamed and Reflex, this was like peak MX vs ATV. After that, it was just kind of meh. I tried to play Alive and a couple of others, but it just seemed to take a massive step backwards to me. That's my opinion anyway. I know you can triple that. Ooh! I used to do stupid things as a kid, like let the AI lap me and see if I can lap myself, because I was fairly quick at the game. See all these ruts forming already? Like, and by no means were they perfect ruts, but for the time, like this track deform still holds up today, which is insane. And the graphics, they still look good. The gameplay's good. I forget how to whip. There we go. Woo! Let's go. YouTube's gonna punish me so hard for including this music in, but stuff it. I've got to conclude one. This is literally what gave me my music taste. Boom. And it was so, the air physics was so free. I think no motocross game has ever replicated this, ever. From what I know anyway. I started with like Motocross Madness, MTX Motor Track, the old EA Supercross, showing my age there, I was about 9 years old. Then Untamed, Unleashed, Reflex, Alive, all the MXGP games, bikes. I never really played Simulator, I maybe put like 30 minutes into it, so I can't compare on that one. But from every motocross game I've ever played, the air physics just haven't lived up to this. Which, MX vs ATV, the makers of the game, they must see the comments, they must see their fans go, just give us Reflex 2. Because the game's still active. You see, like Linz has recently posted on it, Wyndham151, I see a lot of his content on here. There's custom tracks made, like this community is still going after all this time. So it's clear which game they want to play. Like I guarantee the new MX versus ATV games are dead. How long have we got left? 3 laps. See if we can get a bit of a quick lap going. I know there's a new game coming out, but I've got to be honest, they'd have to do something special for me to try it, because like just seeing how good Reflex was and how good Bikes is, I begrudge spending a fair amount of money on a game that it just has not what I want in a game. Like, don't get me wrong, Reflex is nowhere near perfect. It's a fun arcade game. It's very much lacking in career mode and everything else, but for what it was at its time, I put it in that category of like Need for Speed Underground 2 and Most Wanted. It had that nostalgic feeling of, many people say those Need for Speed games, they can't be beat, and it's the same with Reflex. MX vs ATV hasn't done anything good since, and there was no microtransactions or any of that crap. You just bought the game and maybe a DLC come out now and again, you put in your cheat codes and away you went. Like, that was when games for me were a lot simpler. Maybe I'm just being nostalgic for my age or whatever, but modern games just really don't appeal to me anymore. That's why I find myself more and more going back to like Oblivion, Skyrim and all my days and all these games here, because they were just simple fun games that you could switch off to and play, and Reflex was the king of that. Right, let's see where we can go. Been a while since I've used this track. Sadly, I remember like lap times in and track layouts before I've even gone on them, which is sad. Definitely not as quick as I used to be. But then I used to play every day. Thinking we'd never done. YouTube is gonna punish me. Which is a shame, because it's a shame there's not a way of recognising in-game music, and I get it, people steal music all the time. I'm not complaining, I'm willing to take the copyright hit on this. Because we got to experience it once. Might even get a little Supercross in here as well. I have not tried Supercross yet. Boom. This is so cool. Dare I say it, I'm actually having fun. It'd be good to, if you guys have Reflex, I don't know how the online multiplayer works, because I never had online at the time, so I always used to play offline. But it'd be good to get like a little Reflex lobby going, that'd be sick. Just a kind of fun mess around. I can't remember if the outside was better here. I know you could double, triple, or you could try and get over that big bit there. 2 more laps? 2 more laps or 1 more lap? No, 2 more. I know you could do like, even like, I'm anti-freestyle as much as it comes. Like, oh my god, like freestyle for me, just couldn't care less about freestyle. It was all about the racing. However, this game actually had some sick freestyle tracks that actually made me play. So that just shows how good it is. I didn't care about the monster trucks or anything like that. It was all about 2 wheels to me. Maybe you guys enjoyed it a bit more, but not for me. If you got any background noise, that may be my washing machine, so I apologise for that. Don't slow. I really want to do some footage on MX vs ATV Untamed, because that had the most banging soundtrack, and I would gladly take a copyright claim just to experience some of that again. The gameplay itself and the graphics weren't as good, but I spent more time on Untamed than I did Reflex. I think Untamed came out first. And oddly, 4-strokes weren't any good in the game. It's all about the 252-stroke, and I was an absolute demon at that game. Very much enjoyed it. This game is sick as well. We're seeing more and more Reflex content come back, and I think that's simply because people still enjoy this game, and it still holds up today. That was terrible. Oh, they just had some cracking soundtracks on here. I remember the soundtracks on here in particular as well. They would get super duper rough. Alright, let's do it. Let's even get a good lap in. Just our best to 122. Final lap, son. Let's go. I wish this game had replays. That would be sick. Like, they have a highlight reel, I believe, but they don't have full replays. That would have made it better. I might do a little bit of coverage on the new MX vs ATV, but I've got to be honest with you guys, they lost me after Reflex, to be honest. I gravitated towards more like RPG games and stepped away from racing games for a long time until I picked up MX bikes again. And I think I played a little bit of Alive, and to be honest, I know there's Supercross, is it Encore? It seems to just take a weird step backwards, and maybe that's biased of me to say because I haven't fully played them. So it seems a bit weird to, oh my god. It seems a bit weird to have an opinion on something I've not fully played, but even watching videos of it, I was just like, nah, you're good. Like this thing, you could just flick the sticks wherever, there was no preload, it was the first game to control 2 sticks, the soundtrack was sick, the track deformation was amazing, and if I remember rightly, the AI wasn't the slowest AI in the world. Like obviously I'm beating them by 30 seconds now, but I think if you compare, it shows you their lap times at the end, and they're not horrifically slow, it's just that people were good at the game, obviously. Racing games, apart from like the Formula 1 stuff, will always struggle with good AI. Should we try a Supercross track? Boom. Little whipper-doodle for you there. There we go, Michael Lessie, Ryan Sipes, Tommy Hunt, Sebastian... Look at all the old names. Mooscan and Wilson must have been very, very new to their pro racing. So yeah, someone cracked into the 128. Pretty cool. A little look at the highlight reel. I think it just shows the finish line jumps, and oh no, it might show an off as well. sure why that's a highlight. Yeah, boom. Love to show those offs. Ha. So many nostalgic memories. Right. Let's try a little bit of Supercross. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I haven't rode any of these in probably the best part of 10 years. Let's do Fort Dodge. Let's do 6 laps on Fort Dodge. Random, I know. Wow, the low times are spoiled by modern technology. Nope, still haven't hit it. Like the overall design, apart from that card girl having a butter face, the overall design of everything was just insane. For its time, it was amazing. It still holds up today. Ah, look at me with the whole shot. Go on, boy. Do I remember this? What's this? Wait out. Can we triple? I think this is a big ass triple. You can normally tell. Yep. This is quad. Oh, dirty, dirty. Where's my music, son? Am I going to get copyright claimed? At least give me some. Oh, here we go. Triple in. Oh, go on, boy. And it's really cool how, like, when you throw a whip or something, the crowd could go nuts. And, like, look how cool the track design was for its time. Like, this is pretty insane. Oh, I remember this. You could hit your head on this. Get your head low, get your head low. Ah! The echo sounds of the bike there. Like, the bike sounds weren't perfect, but they were pretty good. You guys are on console is a bit of a shame because I don't believe it has any modding capability. Oh, put up short there. There's a double up here. I remember this track and I've not played it in like 10 years. This is nuts. It shows how good of a game it is to remember it. Oh. Hop through the worktop was not quick at all. I'm hoping my the game audio and the music's not overshadowing my voice, so if the audio is a bit off, I do apologise, but I wanted you to feel the authentic MX vs ATV experience. Oh god, oh god. Ah, I messed it up. 4 bags. We get this triple, we take out the outside. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. Good god, I'm rusty at this. I remember it being absolutely nailed, like lap after lap on this track, like perfection. Triple in, yeah. Triple in again, double over, and then I think it's a triple in again. Double over. Might be worth cutting down early on this. I remember I'd hitting this on an angle and being able to still get over the top, but this is pretty quick to hop off here. Cool. Rah! From the oceans. Boom. If you guys know of a way to get MX vs ATV Untamed, let me know in the comments because I would love to cover that game. I think you can triple up from the outside here. You can actually hit it at an angle, I think. Yeah, there we go. The big ass triple up again. Woo! I used to love this corner here because it just actually made you slow down. Let's scrubber doodle down. Cut this in the inside, little scrubber doodle there. Ah! It is very nice, like, I think since I got bikes, I haven't really fired up my Xbox once, maybe once or twice. And the only other thing I've played, apart from bikes, was a little bit of Fallout 4. Apart from that, it's been like 6 solid months of... Oh god, what is going on with this triple? 6 solid months of bikes, because I want to get really good at the game. So it is quite nice to switch off your brain a little bit and just play something different. Also, it's nice to watch something different as well. Am I going to get this? Yeah, easy son, easy. Visions from the oceans. I think that, yeah, that hop on, hop off is better. Step on, step off, that is much better. Because it sets you up nice and low. Ah! Oh, hello, into the crowd. Authentic experience up front and close. Love to do some online races here. Have to put in some mucho practice first. It's nice to see that this game is getting recognition though, like more and more people are playing it, which is insane. And maybe everyone feels the same way I do, that like you get super hyped up for a game to fall flat on its face, get half the content, get it delayed, and I get it. Games are super expensive to make now; they're like in the hundreds of millions to make, and to develop the graphics and everything they're doing is difficult. I get it, but like this brings back just a sense of nostalgia and simplicity and all of that good stuff. That I can just fire up my game and play. I'm not going to run into any weird issues. That's more like it. Triple again. Ah! What did I used to do there? I forget. I'm going to miss this now. Just double over it. See if we get that big triple. Yeah! Actually worked out quite well. The beauty of not being in the partner creator fund is and being monetized is that I can get copyright claims, not worry about it too much. It's about the only good thing about it, but still. Yeah, I used to hop over, whoa, not quite just, and then triple over. How long we got left? 2 more laps, 2 more laps. Like the jumps were utterly ridiculous, the speed is unrealistic, the physics are obviously quite unrealistic. But that didn't matter, none of that mattered. The game is just pure fun. And it was so free-flowing. And like you could do like tricks and all that stuff. There we go, the backflip, and I nearly doubled it. And it just everything seemed to just work. I'm not going to try any of the truck stuff and that. I'm only interested in this stuff. But if you really want to see it, maybe we fire it up. Oh my goody gumdrops. I thought the AI were a bit quicker on here, because I've not even rode that well, I'm 40 seconds ahead. Such a cool game. Definitely will produce some more content on this. Especially with all the DLC tracks. I saw Wyndham 151 do something on Farm 14, and it actually looked really, really good. Over. Get this time yet. Now we're going to get the quad. Boom! Triple over. There is a little bit of skill involved with Supercross. Like nothing compared to MX bikes, but it's not a fair comparison to make. One's a simulator, one's an arcade game. It's like comparing Crazy Taxi to a Formula 1 game. Not maybe that extreme, but you know what I mean. Oh my god. I like that it didn't. One of those games, it may give you a penalty, but it didn't instantly punish you for doing that. It just took a couple of seconds off. One more lap after this. What a banger of a song track. I do admit that Unleashed and Untamed had the far superior music soundtrack. I miss that about games. Like Need for Speed Underground 2, banger of a playlist. Need for Speed Most Wanted, banger of a playlist. Oddly, it doesn't work in bikes though. I think because bikes are so realistic, it takes away from the authenticity of the game a little bit. YouTube's going to look at this video and be like, hit him with every copyright claim. That boy's got all the songs on there. Shame you can't appeal it for in-game music or something like that. It may actually ruin my audio though. Last lap. I remember my lap time being in the 120s when I was a wee pupper, and I used to like literally reel off. Oh my god! I used to just reel off like in the like for this track for example, just 120, 120, 120, 120s. I think it was like 126 was my best or something like that. Maybe even lower than that. But we'll put some more practice in because this is fun. Little scrub-a-doodle. Like in real life, that would have absolutely murdered my family landing like that. But it lets you get away with a lot. But that's the whole idea. It's a fun game. It's a fun simulator. It's when you watch Ricky Carmichael and James Stewart and you know Kai Rowley, Jeffrey Hurlins, Stefan Everts, all of those guys. You wanted to feel like a badass from doing all that stuff, you wanted to look like a god on a bike, and I think that this game captured that perfectly. Silly boy. Where has he come from? T-brake. As you can tell, like a typical Brit, cup of tea is the holy grail of the British land. Oh my god. If I remember rightly, the AI were proper dirty on this. Well, it says me, it just took someone out. Oh my god. Am I going to land this? Oh my gosh. Rider reflexes are so cool. Wow, this has been a terrible showcase. Not too shabby since I have not played this in about a good few years. Wiener! Awesome. Alright, let's go back to the main menu. Turn down the music a bit so you can actually hear me talk. How do I do that? Options. There we go. Music off. Perfect. So that is just a fun little insight. What is your motor card? You can change all this stuff, which I've already changed. Does it give you your best lap times? Oh wow, it's still got... Wait, how is someone on a 53 seconds on that? No. Okay, that is ridiculous. My best was like a 121, so this probably a cheat right there to give 30 seconds quicker. I'm gonna have to look that up on YouTube. That is nuts. That's cool that they do that though. That's really cool. What did we just do? Fort Dodge, rank 2, 3 seconds. Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds realistic. That's funny. Oh, they do a trick library and everything. Oh, that's pretty cool. Does it show the trick? Nope, the game is just... Oh, my controller's glitched. Is it working? Is it working? Yeah, there we go. Controller just had a spacky moment. But yeah, that is a little insight into MX vs ATV Reflex. I want to do some more stuff on this, so if you enjoyed it, you know, I was going to do some fancy intro and set up some scripts and do some fun stuff, but I thought, you know what, I want to talk about this game, how I remember it, and be authentic and just kind of shoot the shit a little bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do, like and subscribe and all that snazzy jazz. And if you do enjoy this stuff, then please let me know and I'll do some more Reflex stuff. Until next time, catch you later.